What's up, EV Clan? Alex Espion here, and welcome to my 100th video. Today I'm going to be ranking every Mario 64 enemy, because in my Pokemon Red Randomizer, my first ever series, I did a lot of talking about Mario 64, so I thought what better way to commemorate my 100th video than to rank all the enemies in the game. So first off, we are going to start with this little bat here, which I don't think is a swooper like other Mario bats, but I think it's just a bat, because they haven't really named a... I guess swoopers were in Mario World, right? Were they? I don't even know. But, I don't think this is a swooper. Regardless of whether swoopers existed yet, I don't think this is a swooper. But, he's still pretty cool. He's still just like a little bat. I like him. We're gonna put him in, B, I guess. We don't see much of him, so we don't see much of those little bat guys, so we're just gonna put him right in the middle. Don't really feel all that, positive or negative about him either way. Next we're gonna go with this Piranha Plant right here. Is it Big Piranha Plant? Because I see we have Big Goomba and regular Goomba down here. Is this Big Piranha Plant? This is Big Piranha Plant. See, that's normal Piranha Plant down here. This is Big Piranha Plant. So we're gonna put Big Piranha Plant in... I like the Big Piranha Plant mission. I like stomping on the big Piranha Plants. I like that pluck Piranha Flower Star. I like it. It's good. So I guess just for that, do I like it better or worse than normal Piranha Plant though? Because like the stomp on the normal Piranha Plant and get the blue coin in Whomp's Fortress is pretty cool. I like how it's just like wilts, it's like slowly wilts, and then like blue coin pops out. I think that's very satisfying. So I'm gonna put it in S for now. I might have to rethink it. And while I'm at it, I'm also gonna put this one in S. So then we're gonna put Bullet Bill in S as well because I like the Bullet Bill. I like that he's there. I like that he's just chilling in Whomp's Fortress. There's not a lot of him, but I like that he made it in. I like that he's in Super Mario 64. I like that he just made it in, like, even if it is just a little bit, it's just a very little cameo. I like that he's in. And I think, honestly, we should have seen more of him. Because Bullet Bills are iconic, man. Next we're gonna go for King Bob-omb. Awesome design. We're gonna put him actually in... We're gonna put him in S, actually. And then we're gonna bring... I think Big Piranha Plant and normal Piranha Plant down. Yeah, I can say I like Bullet Bill and King Bob-omb a lot better than Piranha Plant and Big Piranha Plant, so. Here's Cannonball. I don't really think that's an enemy, but like, I guess it attacks you. It can hit you, so. Whatever, I guess it counts as an enemy. I like the level design of like the cannonballs going down the mountain in Bob-omb Battlefield. And like hitting you, and you have to like dodge them as you go up the mountain. I think it's cool. So we'll put the what is it? Cannonball right here. The books with teeth, great enemy design. Love it. Love when literature attacks you. That's so creative. Then we're gonna go for Bowser, which I think is an easy S because he's Bowser. Then there's Chain Chomp, who is awesome because he gets you a star. You have to like pound the stake, and then once you pound it all the way down, he like gets released, and then he bangs into the gate, and then it's really cool because the gate breaks, and then you can get the star. I would say that that's an A tier. And then we're gonna go for Ice Bully. I am not a tremendous fan of just enemy but bigger as a trope in Super Mario 64. But since Ice Bully isn't really an enemy on its own, I would say this is... I like the design on him. I don't hate him. I like the little icy graphic he's got on him, like that texture. However, Big Bully, I'm going to skip right down to him, just to do him right now. Do I have regular Bully? Is this Big Bully or is this regular Bully? I can't tell. This seems to be... I don't know. It's hard to gauge like the size looking at this specific photo. I think that this is Big Bully, and since it is Big Bully, I'm going to put him in D, I guess. I really don't like the trope of just fight enemy but big. The clams are kind of my boys. I think a lot of games did like the whole clam trope afterwards, after Super Mario 64. A lot of Mario games. But then, like Mario 64 was really the first to do it. So I think that's cool. And so therefore I'm going to put them in B. They're okay. They're decent. I'm going to go for this guy who is like the rolly guy in the pyramid, in like Dry Desert. I think that's the level. I think that's what it's called. He's pretty cool. I like his face, but he doesn't really do much, so I'm gonna put him in C tier, unfortunately. Then we got big hand guy with the eyes on the hands. I'm sure he has a name that, like, a lot of people know, but I don't know it. I'm sure I knew it at some point. It seems like the kind of thing I would know, but I can't seem to recall it right now. So we're gonna... He's cool. He's a cool design. I like Knuckle-Tech from Super Mario 64 a lot better in terms of, like, bosses with giant hands that try to squish you. I think that trope is done a lot better by Knuckle-Tech, but this guy isn't bad. I would say A tier. It's creative. I like it. What is this? This is a Flame Chomp? It looks like a Flame Chomp, but I don't recall there being any Flame Chomps in this game. Actually, now that I think about it, yeah, there are Flame Chomps, aren't there? I think this is a Flame Chomp. We're gonna go with Flame Chomp because I don't know what else will be. It looks kind of like an Amp, but Amp is down somewhere else. Yeah, Amp is down here. So we're not going with Amp. We're gonna go with, this is a Flame Chomp. That's what I think this is. And Flame Chomps are kind of lame because they took the entire thing that makes a Chomp, like a Chain Chomp, right? Chain Chomp was the name of the enemy, so then they took away the chain, and they call it still a Chomp, even though, like, let's be honest, this looks basically nothing like a Chomp. But this is still a Chomp. You're telling me that this is still a Chomp? No. It should be a completely different species. Flame Chomps and Chain Chomps shouldn't even be related because they look so dissimilar from each other. So honestly, I kind of hate Flame Chomps, not just in Mario 64, but pretty much in every game. However, I would still say that Flame Chomp is better design-wise than just make Bully bigger. So now we're gonna go with Fly Guy, my boy. Wish he was in the game more. However, because he isn't, I'm gonna have to put him in B tier because he's just okay. This is just Cloud with a face, and I don't think they really do all that much in game. So, is this the Lakitu? Is the Lakitu riding in this? Oh yeah, Lakitu's down here. That's not a Lakitu. This is just a Cloud with a face. I recall seeing a few of them in game. I don't think they really do all that much, and plus the design is not creative at all, so I can't even do the same thing where it's like with Flame Chomp, where it's like, oh, it's not a creative design. It's not, they don't do much. They're not in the game much, but at least they have a creative design. Like, no, this is just straight up like they don't do much, and their design sucks. So yeah, just D tier, right down at the bottom. Chuckya's, right? Chuckya, that's what this is called? No, this is a Heave-Ho. Chuckya is the big purple guy down here. This is a Heave-Ho. So Heave-Hos are kind of just Chuckyas, but, like, worse. Like, they look, I guess, more interesting, but I just never liked their design all that much. I felt that they were just trying to fill the same niche that Chuckyas do, and we just see Chuckyas more. I like Chuckyas better. My favorite color is purple, so that might explain why. But I'm just not a fan of Heave-Ho. And I like Chuckya a whole lot better. So we are going to go with Heave-Ho down at... He just really annoys me. His face really annoys me. We're going to go with Heave-Ho down at D. And then we're going to go with Big Vulture Dude, who is not Klepto. I thought he was Klepto for the longest time, because I've played Super Mario 64 a lot more than I have played... No, I played Super Mario Odyssey a lot more than I have played Super Mario 64. So, like, I went and played Super Mario 64, and I'm like, that looks like Klepto, but that's not Klepto. That's a completely different Vulture. He's just Vulture Dude, I guess. So, we're gonna put Vulture Dude. I mean, vultures are cool, but it is just like an animal. It's not very creative. We're gonna put it down in, honestly, D. It kind of sucks, kind of garbage, because not creative design, and he's freaking annoying. And we don't see him much. Just the killer 3, he's down at the bottom. Mad Piano. Maybe the internet has ruined this one for me, because I never got to experience the horror of Mad Piano, like, for myself. I always just, like, saw it on the internet, and then once I played the game, like, I saw it coming because I'd seen it so many times. Like, maybe if I was unaware of it and I played Mario 64 completely blind to Mad Piano, then when it, like, jumped up and started attacking me, I would have been like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. But, because it's, like, it wasn't a surprise at all, it was just kind of like, oh, the piano has teeth. Okay, whatever. And I think the Mad Piano is, like, a cool concept, but I think the internet has, like, paid so much attention to it as a Mario 64 enemy that it ruins it. Like, you ask someone what is the most interesting Mario 64 enemy, and they're gonna say Mad Piano. Like, everyone thinks of Mad Piano when you think of, like, interesting Mario 64 enemies, because Mad Piano is just, like, this complete jump scare for all the children growing up in, like, the 1990s who played Mario 64. So, yeah, I think the internet has kind of ruined this one low-key, but it's still a cool design. I'll put it in A. It would have been S if I, like, actually, like, had a good memory of it myself, but for me, it was just kind of like, oh, I better watch out for the piano because I know it's going to come to life. And then I just, like, walked right past it. And it was like, oh, no, it came to life. It's chasing me. But I was already pretty much out of the room by the time it started getting up to chase me. So, yeah, it wasn't really all that memorable for me personally. Just because I saw it coming. I knew what was going to happen. Big Boo. Hate when they take the enemy and make it bigger and call it a boss. I'm so glad that King Boo is a thing in Mario 64 DS because that's so much more creative. And I get they just gave him a crown. I get it's not really that different from Big Boo. However, at least he looks a little bit different. King Bob-omb is definitely the best case of, like, take an enemy and make it bigger and then that's a boss. Because yes, this is just a big Bob-omb, but it's a big Bob-omb not only with a crown, but also with a mustache. Like, he's much cooler than just a big Bob-omb. He is a big Bob-omb who is, like, different, you know? So now we're gonna go with this guy. This is just a knockoff Thwomp, but in the desert. And so I'm gonna say, I kind of like his design a lot better than Thwomp's in this game. I'm gonna be honest though. Wish we saw more of him, but I get that he's, like, very desert themed. So, like, I understand why he was just limited to the desert. I'm gonna go with B. And Thwomp, while I'm at these, like, Thwomp-like enemies, I'm just gonna put normal Thwomp in C, because it's literally just a block that crushes you. It's not creative at all. We're gonna go for this guy, who I straight up don't remember the name of. It's just like, what is it? What's the enemy? The enemy that, like, shoots coins at you? You know, like the frog guy from Mario 3D Land. He's just like that guy, but before that guy existed. There's a lot of enemies like that, but, like, that's the one oh, Coin Coffer, that's the one. He's like Coin Coffer before Coin Coffer existed. And I guess there's a lot of enemies like that in the history of Mario, where they just, like, give you coins, like, that's their goal. But Coin Coffer is the one that comes to mind, especially because this guy kind of looks like Coin Coffer. He's got, like, the green, like, top and bottom of the mouth. Only Coin Coffer's eyes are obviously not in his mouth. That's a little bit cooler. Maybe these guys are just called, like, coin bags or something, I don't really know. But I don't know for sure what he's called, so I'm just going to call him, like, Knockoff Coin Coffer. So Knockoff Coin Coffer is going to go... I understand that he came out first, but, like, to me, he's Knockoff Coin Coffer. So we're going to go with Knockoff Coin Coffer down... I like his design. I like, the eeriness of, like, the eyes in the mouth, like the bright orange eyes glowing out of the dark abyss. I'm kind of a fan of those designs where you can just, like, see the eyes, but you can't see the rest of the face. That's why I like Mimikyu so much as a Pokemon, because it's, like, just the darkness underneath. It's, like, it's cool and mysterious to me. I like those types of designs, where it's just, like, what's in the darkness? What's underneath all that clothing that you can't see? You know, like Tangela, or, like, Tangela, or, like, what's the thing that evolves into Cloyster? What's the thing that evolves into Cloyster? I'm crazy, I'm stupid. Come on, I play so much Pokemon. The thing that evolves into Cloyster is Shellder? Shellder? That's the one? I think it's Shellder. Yeah, so it's like Shellder, or Tangela, or Mimikyu, or just darkness. And, like, I guess Mimikyu's different because you don't really often see, like, eyes or anything. I think there is, like, one case where you see, like, eyes coming out of it, but it is mostly just, like, completely covered. I like those designs like Tangela and Shellder, where you, like, just see eyes, but they're surrounded by darkness, so you don't know what, like, the rest of the face looks like. So I like this design. I'm gonna put it in an A. We're gonna bring... This is Fire Snake. It's hard to tell because most of it is just, like, a screen. It's not really zoomed in on the enemy, but we're going with Fire Snake as what this is. I think that's what this is. Let me just see. Check, make sure it's not anything, like, there's no other Fire Snakes on here, because if it is another Fire Snake, then this is probably not Fire Snake. But, yeah, this looks to be the only Fire Snake-looking one on here, so I think it's just the Fire Snake. I don't know if that's what he's called. I know he's in a lot of other Mario games. I don't think he does all that much in this game, though. I don't think he shows up all that much, and if he does, he's really not a threat at all. He just kind of, like, goes by on the ground behind you, and by the time he really does anything, you're kind of just, like, already past that area. So, I mean, we're going to just go with C tier, because it's not creative and it doesn't really do much. Pokey. Gotta love the fact that both his bottom and his top are cropped out of this image. Like, if you wanted to show the bottom, fine. If you want to show the top, okay. Why did you show the middle? We got nothing in this image. We got the least interesting part of this enemy by far. But, you know, I can still tell what it is. It's a Pokey. We're gonna put this Pokey. I like the Pokey designs in this game. I like, again, they have, like, those same eyes as, like, knockoff Coin Coffer, where it's, like, black with the orange, and I like those. However, I don't like the fact that they're not 3D in this 3D game. Like they look very two-dimensional. So B? Do I like them better or worse than this guy? I feel like... Let's look at other things in B. We got Fly Guy, we got Clam, we got... Yeah, I'd say it deserves to be on the same level as Fly Guy and Clam. Is it better than... Is it better than Ice Bully? Better than bad? This is not in any order, by the way. I'm not doing this tier list like in any order in terms of rows. I'm just doing it like S, A, B, C, D. Like, I don't care what's in B. Like, the order of the things in B doesn't matter. It's just, they're all B. Just to be clear. I'm gonna say that Pokey is... I feel like that's an A. I like Pokeys a lot. Yeah, let's go with A. B tier, we got... Actually, B is right in the middle. So, maybe you should be... I'm just gonna put that one down for now, so I can like look at other things. I'm gonna put you in A, actually. And I'm gonna move you up to B. Actually, no, I'll keep you down here. I don't really like Blumps that much. I'll also move Ice Bully over here and up here, and I also just like I like Shy Guys, and I like Shy Guy with propeller on his head. That's cool too. Honestly, put put Clam up here too. You are... I like the eyes. I think the eyes are funny. I'm gonna put you in A. Yeah, let's put you in A. And then, I mean, I feel like A is very crowded now. So I'm gonna put Chain Chomp in S, actually. Yeah, let's put Chain Chomp in S. I mean, put these guys in S too. Yeah. This is like my... A is like my I like it tier. B is in the middle. C is I don't like it. So it's like D is I hate it. C is I don't like it. B is it's in the middle. It's fine. A is I like it, and then S is like I love it. And so these things I like. You know, A is I like. But I don't like love. So now that I've got that all sorted out, my B tier is very leaving something to be desired. But B is, I said fine before. I think it's more indifferent. I don't really care about that. So now we're gonna do Scuttlebug. I know a lot of people like Scuttlebugs. I like Scuttlebugs designs more in future games. I don't like this really like orange and yellow and pink like swirly thing he got on his butt. I prefer like the striped look they have in future games. But we're just gonna put it in B. I really don't care about Scuttlebug. Let's go for this one. This is Amp. Amp's gonna go right here because I also don't care. Because they show up in one or two levels. Maybe just one. Bob-omb. Bob-ombs are also in here. I don't really care all that much about Bob-ombs. Boos are, again, I guess, just like in here. Just indifferent. It's a Mario enemy, like, what do you want? They're fine. They're okay, I guess. This guy. This big dude with the 6 shades. Honestly, I love him because he looks really cool and really awesome. But I hate him because he's really annoying to deal with. So I'm gonna just, I guess, go... What is... Like, I could put him in the middle, but, like, does the bad outweigh the good, or does the good outweigh the bad? Or is it literally just middle? I'd say bad. I'd say he's more bad. Cheep Cheep, in the middle. Goomba, we're gonna do regular Goomba first, then we're gonna do Big Goomba. I know that's not the order they're listed. I don't know why that's not the order they're listed, but we're gonna do regular Goomba first. Regular Goomba is a B tier because it's literally just a Goomba. Big Goomba is literally just Goomba but bigger. It's not interesting. We're putting it in B tier. This is... I don't even know what this is. I don't even know what I'm looking at right now. What is this? Is it the bookshelf? Is that what's the enemy here? Oh no, it's the chair. It's the floating chair. I was like, what is that brown thing on the bookshelf? I thought the enemy was the bookshelf for a second because they like shoot out books. But I guess that's not the enemy, I guess. That's not an enemy, that's just sort of like a trap thing. But yeah, the enemy is the chair here, not the bookshelf. We're gonna go for D, it's a chair. D for it's a chair. What on earth is this? Literally, this enemy is Mario. Okay, I can see the mini Goomba on the side now that I'm looking at it further. So it's a little Goomba. It's a tiny Goomba. I like tiny Goomba. Tiny Goomba's pretty cool. Is he cooler than regular Goomba, though? That's my question. Is he cooler than regular Goomba? I like him. He's cute. It's literally, they just made it smaller, but I like it better. Ooh, Mr. I, my boy. One of the coolest Mario 64 enemies, in my opinion, probably. I'm so glad he came back in future games. Yeah, we'll put him up there. I wish his future appearances weren't really limited to spin-off games as they are. I know he's like in Mario Party and Mario Party. I was gonna think of another game, but I don't think there is another game. I think it's just Mario Party games. Like, he's in Mario Party Advance. He gives you like quests in Mario Party Advance, and then in like he's in what is it? Spooky Board in Mario Party 1, 2, or 3. I don't really know which one it is. Horrorland. He's on Horrorland. I don't really know what game that's from. All I know is it's in Mario Party Superstars, I think is the one. I don't really remember my Mario Party game names. They're all just Mario Party to me. But, anyway. We got Water Strider here. I don't know if that's his name, but I'm just going to say Water Strider, because that's kind of what he is. And we're going to put you in... B. I don't really care. It's a really wacky, weird design that just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't look interesting at all. It's just kind of random, and I don't like the random. I like if it had some more, like, substance to it. We're gonna go with Spiny. Wish you were in this game more. Wish you weren't just the thing that the Lakitu throws. Wish you were just, like, a normal enemy that I could see. I also not a big fan of how this thing is designed. In Super Mario 64, not a fan of this 3D model. So we're gonna put it in C tier. It's not the worst, it's just not good. Womp. Is King Womp or regular Womp? Do they even have King Womp on here? This is just regular Womp. He doesn't look all that big, and judging by the location in which he is, I would say that that is a normal Womp, because King Womp is at the top of the tower, so there wouldn't be a wall next to him. So we're gonna put not King Womp, we're gonna put regular Womp up in... Do I like Womps a lot? I feel like I like Womps a lot. Yeah, let's put Womp up here. Womp is my boy, kinda. Womp is kinda my boy, low-key. Next we're gonna do Snowman, who throws snowballs at you. Don't know his name. He is cool. If it was just a snowman that, like, walked after you, I would say that that's not that interesting. But the fact that he throws snowballs is, like, really neat, because not a lot of Mario enemies throw snowballs. That's just a niche that they don't have a lot of enemies for. So, it makes him interesting. My boy Sniffit going all the way to the top. My boy. It's weird that he doesn't have legs in this game, but he's still my boy Sniffit. In fact, I know that I said the order doesn't matter, but in this one it does. Sniffit is at the top. S is for Sniffit. S tier is for Sniffit, guys. So... Now we're gonna go for this one, which is a flower that you hop off of. I like the little jump boost they give you. I think that's pretty cool as a game design mechanic. So we're gonna put them up there. And then we're gonna go with Monty Mole. I like how cute they look in this game. A tier. And then we're gonna go with a literal shark. It's just a shark. It's nothing interesting. They don't call it a shark, it's called sushi, but don't let that fool you. It's literally just a shark. So sushi is gonna go down here because it's just a shark. Koopa the Quick. This is not Koopa the Quick. This is just a Koopa. I can tell by his location. I mean, I guess Koopa the Quick could probably run there. I don't really know. I haven't memorized the route that Koopa the Quick blah, blah. I haven't memorized the route that Koopa the Quick tastes. I haven't memorized the route that Koopa the Quick takes on Tiny Huge Island. Oh my gosh. That was a heck of a sentence. But I think, judging by the size, it's hard to tell because there's just a wall and a floor behind him. Just so it's hard to tell proportions, but I think that this is normal Koopa, especially because I don't consider Koopa the Quick an enemy. I feel like if they were to include either Koopa or Koopa the Quick as an enemy on this tier list, then they would choose to include Koopa, because Koopa the Quick isn't really an enemy. He doesn't really attack you. He just kind of like wants to race. So let's put, I'm just gonna say it's Koopa. It's just regular old Koopa. Good old-fashioned Koopa. And no one can really argue with Koopa. Koopas are cool. Koopas are designed well. I like them. Chuckya, my boy, the legend in purple over here. Not purple guy. Different legend in purple. And then he's going in S tier. And then this Lakitu is going up to, I guess S tier as well, because I like Lakitus. Toxbox is, I like their design more in future games, but I also just kind of like the eyebrows, like the way that they're like great. Like one of them looks sad, one of them looks happy, one of them's got like the sad eyebrows, and one of them's got like the raised up happy eyebrows. So we're gonna put him in A, not A, S. S even better than A. Ukiki. It's a funny name. It's a wacky little name. He's got a funny little name, and he's a funny little dude. But he's also a really annoying dude. I'm gonna put him in B because he's annoying. He's really annoying, and he's just a monkey. I'm gonna put him in C. I like Ukiki. I think I like Ukiki better in Yoshi games, not in Mario 64. Mario 64, I'm not a big fan of Ukiki. But do I raise him up just because I like Ukiki as an enemy? Like, I like Ukiki. I've played a lot of Yoshi games, and so I recognize Ukiki from that, and I like how he, like, spits melon seeds at you in Yoshi. I think it's really interesting. But, so I like Ukiki as an enemy, because I have just good memories of Ukiki from Yoshi, but I don't like him at all in Super Mario 64. So do those good emotions from Ukiki carry over to Super Mario 64, even though I don't like him in that game. And the more I look at Ukiki, the more I'm like, oh, he's just a funny little monkey. I like him. So I think he's just a funny little monkey, and I like him. He's not in S tier, because this is Super Mario 64 Ukiki. If we were ranking Yoshi Ukiki, then we would go S tier, obviously. But, he's a funny little guy, so I'm gonna put him in A. And then we're gonna go with Unagi, the eel guy. And, he's gonna go, I guess, A, because he is just an animal. He is just an eel, but he's a big eel. He's iconic. We'll put him in A. And then this Wiggler is gonna go, I wish he did things. I wish this fight was actually interesting. I do like the circular design of him, though. I think it's really funny. I think he just looks like a bunch of balloons glued together. So, and I like his goofy, big ovular, goofy nose. So, we're gonna go with A. Just because he doesn't do a lot. His fight is really not that interesting. It's really badly designed. It's honestly not creative or unique at all. It's just you jump on him 3 times. But he's really adorable, and I like his design a lot. I like the way that they chose to do Wiggler in this game. So, yeah, that's the tier list, guys. As I said, no particular order. It's just S is better than A is better than B is better than C is better than D. No particular order. What order they are in on their specific, what is it? Line, doesn't matter. Like, none of the, just because this guy's at the top of A doesn't mean I love him the best. But, like, so, none of the order does not matter, besides just what ranking they're in, except for Sniffit. Sniffit is my favorite enemy in all of Mario 64. So, that'll do it, guys, for the tier list. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you can. And I will see you all in the next video. This is Alex Espion, signing off.